What's good, everybody? Shushin here. So I'm gonna be doing another prediction for the Sparking Zero roster, specifically who will be showing up in the 164 roster that will be showing up at launch. Obviously, this game is gonna have DLC. We can easily figure out who's gonna be in the DLC or not after we're done with this. So I just wanted to make this video to give you guys who's an idea who we can expect to see at day one. This is every character that is confirmed to showing up. You can refer to the Dragon Ball website as well. Um, and also, I'll definitely be bringing up also like the Budokai rosters. I actually divided it by. Feel free to take like a screenshot or pause the video, however you like. But this is every character divided by like the sagas or movies or specials they have appeared in. I kind of went a little bit different, but yeah. So let's go actually count the characters that we have shown so far. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 times 4, then plus 5. So that would be 14 times 4 plus. If I actually made a mistake, I'm very sorry, guys. Plus 5, that will leave us with 61 characters that have been shown for. Now that subtracted with 164, we have 103 characters left to see. Um, left to see. That's that's quite the amount. So, so actually, you know what I'm gonna do? So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go fill in the gaps for the characters that we have from so shown so far. So I'm gonna be, definitely be referring to Budokai Tekashi 3. So look, for example, Gohan Adult. We do know that Gohan, even in Xenoverse as well, they always give him these two transformations, Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2. Now they give him Ultimate Gohan. Now they do treat Great Saiyaman as his own transformation, but I don't. Let's just predict, like, let's say the worst case scenario. I actually don't mind if they do this, but let's just say I presume this is a skin. I'll kind of bring it up later. Just let me just let me do my calculations, right, y'all. Let me do my calculation, and obviously we're gonna do the same thing for Videl Great Saiyan 1. Another character that we have shown that doesn't we have not seen in its complete one is also Future Trunks. Specifically the battle armor version. So boom, there we go. And also Super Saiyan Trunks, or from Dragon Ball Super. We do know there's gonna be a base and at least as well as Super Saiyan Rage. Again, let me explain later. So allow me to explain. Oh, and then they specifically refer to this Frieza as Super. So if I actually go, where's Frieza? Where are you, little rascal? Yep, look, they refer to this Frieza specifically as Frieza Super. So, um, what we'll do, I'm sorry. Where's Golden Frieza? Then we add him right here. Boom. You see what I mean? All right. Then we have to look into these guys, the Terminator Power and also Hit. We do know without a doubt, Jiren and Toppo will have their own kind of respective full their form. So, Jiren would have his super full power mode. Toppo would have his God of Destruction mode. I do think that in Hit's case, I think it would just be a transformation. So yeah, this tier is just go. Actually, let me just write it up. So, this will be skin slash power ups. When I skins, I'm obviously talking about like just alternate costumes, like you would just change. But yeah, there we go. And look, Dicebo as well. I do think he would also be treated in the same vein, kind of as another situation of hit. Just it would just be a power up because all it does for like Dicebo's scenario is that it just changes him visually. That's really it. And the same thing for Ghost Hit. Oh, and also yeah, can't forget Kaioken as well. I think they did show Kaioken actually. Wait, let me see. Yeah, this is Kaioken, and they did not treat Kaioken as his own. They never done that. They have never, like in most Dragon Ball games, they don't ever treat Kaioken as his own standalone transformation slot in the same vein as like the Super Saiyan forms, for example. Okay, okay, so we got that handle. We also have seen Master Roshi with his yellow eyes, his yellow sunglasses. This is the one that he, from Resurrection F, and also as Terminator Power. If you need further evidence, I will gladly show you. So let me actually find Master Roshi. So we do. This is Master Roshi right here. Red glasses. You see red glasses, red tinted glasses, and where is it? It was right here. He was right here. Yep, look right here. You see the glasses? Boom. Different tints. This is like a yellow greenish. I'm colorblind, but this is like a yellow greenish one. Okay. Okay. So, we got that covered. Um. Okay. Now I do know that Bergamo. There was actually some websites that were listing him as a giant form, but I think regardless, you can make the fair argument that we're gonna see giant form Bergamo. So, with that in mind, we're gonna put Bergamo. Where are you here? We're gonna put you right here. And also, we have to take into account what the characters, characters, they are associated with. So, obviously Bergamo using the rule of Kankuza, because she's part of a squad. Uh, we gotta, you gotta put in his brothers as well. So, we just we put them right here. Boom chakalaka, and boom chakalaka. And obviously the same thing we gotta do with the Kakuza here. So we add in obviously the infamous Ribrianne. Then we gotta put in where are you, Rosie? Yeah, there you are. I don't think they're gonna do the hero. I don't think there's really enough source material they can use for Rosie. Now we do know that they have shown the Android. They have shown Android 17 and 18 in the last trailer, specifically the one from Dragon Ball Z. But for some reason they haven't actually put them in the website. They have not put them in the website. Maybe it's actually an error or not. Again, but let's assume the worst case scenario. Let's say they actually did intentionally were meant to be a skin. So you know what? We're gonna do predict the worst case scenario, and we're gonna put them there. All right. I'm gonna do the same thing with Android 18. Okay. So that's it. Oh yeah, also Blue Cow Ken Goku. It will just be the same thing. Oh yeah, cannot forget. You cannot forget Kel as well. So yeah, I think Kel would definitely have her base form, and I know she has like let me actually pull it up here. Where's Kel here? Let me go to abilities. So this is a kind of a weird situation because they call this Berserk Super Saiyan 2, but again, guys, I don't think they're gonna bother doing the specifics. Do you think they have enough source material? Maybe. I mean, for Saiyan State, maybe they could easily probably do, but again, I don't think. Now, yes. There are visual differences with their hair. Like for example, her hair is kind of a little bit wavy and like kind of uneven here, but then her Super Saiyan 2 is kind of like more balanced. Now, to be completely honest, I think they're just gonna generalize and cut corners. The reason why I think that is because like they did the same thing for Broly. So let me actually pull up Broly here. Where is my boy Broly here? Where is Broly? Yeah, this is clearly Broly in his wrathful state. This is clearly Broly in his wrathful state, and we do see him in the like it's just insane. Like it's just insane. So again, guys, we have to be kind of considerate. They're gonna be cutting corners for some characters, like unfortunately as it is, right? Like look, there is clearly a visual change from this guy, from like yeah, for example, like there's clearly some visual differences, but obviously, like I said before, they're gonna cut corners. So I think that they're gonna do the same thing for Kel here. I mean, to be fair, she is like a Broly variant as well. So, but I just you know they're just gonna merge these two characters into one, and they're gonna do the same thing. No, like I said before, I'm gonna use the rule of association. So obviously, you cannot have a game of Kel in it without Caulifla, because obviously they go together like peanut butter and jelly. So we do that, Caulifla, and then Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla. And given that you see these two in the game, guess who else is gonna show up? Uh, Kefla. Now, again, Kefla is another situation where she's a character that clearly has her own transformations. Like, for example, let me just pull it up here, and then let me pull it up. Like, yeah, this is her and her Super Saiyan state. Like, we clearly saw it in the anime as well. And then this is her Super Saiyan. Now, there's not exactly any drastic differences. Like, her hair maybe spikes up a little bit more. But again, like, they're gonna generalize it, guys. They did that in Xenoverse. You know, they're gonna do the same thing in here. We have to keep that open mind here, yo. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, I saw the Ginyu Force because we do see Jason Birder, so I'm gonna actually add him here. So let me add Goldo and then Raccoon. And obviously, guys, we cannot forget as well when it comes to Goku and Vegeta. They're not gonna do the same thing. So when it comes to like the rule of kind of cutting corners, they're not gonna do that with Goku and Vegeta. That we know that for sure. Xenoverse has done it. They have done that. Even in Dokkan, I think did Dokkan Battle actually? No, I don't think Dokkan Battle actually has done that. Actually, never mind. But regardless, yeah, actually, yeah, Dokkan did. They did treat them as different characters. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, they're not like when these come to like these two characters, they're not gonna they're not gonna do. They're gonna treat those characters individually, their forms as well. They're gonna treat them like just respectively, with a lot of grand respect, and that it has a lot of hype level. I cannot see them doing that for Goku or Vegeta. No way necessary. Okay, okay. So, yeah, I think that is pretty much so. Like, yeah, just look how many more rows we added. We added like 6 rows. So, like, let's do the calculations, right? 14 times 6, and then I think it was like what, plus 4. Then we do the subtraction, minus our 64. That's 76 slots left. Like I know people are like, oh, like that's not too much, but it is actually kind of more than you can expect. Now obviously there are maybe some arcs that are gonna be cut out for DLC, which again I'll state it later. Okay. All right. Okay, now I think this is now a good stop. So yeah, for Copy Vegeta, I think this is probably will also be a skin. There's like no visual like there is visual changes, yeah, but they're just I don't see them giving this guy literally I don't see this guy giving this guy like original moves or anything like that because he's literally just as his name implies he is just a copycat. He takes his powers. It's like all his moves is basically whatever this is. They're gonna treat him the same thing as Vegeta. It's just gonna be a skin. There's like no point. But yeah. Okay. Okay. So given that we do have Portara Kefla, we are obviously without a doubt, and also look, we have Rage Trunks. So what do? We add in Vegito Blue. Then what we do, right? We add in Goku Black because obviously that is the infamous character of the arc, Goku Black arc, future, whatever you want to call it. There is the big face villain. Then Samasu. Then Fusion Samasu. His mutated form would definitely also show up as well. So like just look at the chain reaction. But look, if we have a Super Vegito from Dragon Ball Super, we're going to get one for Dragon Ball Z as well. So boom, Super Vegito, base Vegito Z, and okay. And who has fought? Who has fought Super Vegito in the anime? None other than Buhan. So we added Buhan. Obviously, if you have Buhan, we're gonna see Buu tanks. We're gonna see Super Buu. Bukalo will probably be a scan for Buu tanks. Because it has to, you know. Um, and then we have Kid Buu here. Then what else? Yeah, also like Vegito is obviously not the only fusion in this arc because also other characters that Subaru has fought, and that is also Go tanks. Because if you have Boo tanks, then we're gonna see Go tanks. So where did I put them? Yeah, right here. Um, so there we go. Super Saiyan 3 Go tanks, base Go tanks, and obviously you cannot have Go tanks without these two. It's two sources. So um, where's right here? Then Goten. Then it's gonna be just base Goten, and boom, there we go. And okay, okay, okay. You see how you guys did that? You see how we did that? It causes a whole chain reaction, and we see more characters. Yeah, you see, that is what I'm talking about. Just look, just all you gotta do is just look at the characters, look who they fought, and just what characters they are associated with, and boom, that's literally all you gotta do. And okay, And guess what? Another character that I do think will definitely show up is that we do see Dabura, given the fact that Majin Vegeta is there, and his significance to his contribution to, because remember in the anime he's the one that actually realizes that Vegeta has some evil soul in his heart and convinced Babidi to make him Majin. So you know, another and also the fact that we see adult Gohan here. You know, okay, okay, okie dokie. Okay. Um, the fact that we see Nappa here does give us an implication. We're gonna see Raditz as well. Again, I'm gonna hold off on the graves for now because there's clearly like a couple of them, but I'm gonna hold it off for now. Just let me just focus on the big stuff right now. Um, yes, Cyberman is obviously gonna show up. I feel like that's also a no-brainer given the fact that Jabcha is in the game as well. Um, yeah, no, yeah, Chiatsu. Chiatsu would actually no. Let me hold off Chiatsu for now. Let me hold him up for now. Namek Saga, given the fact that we do see, because look, again, I want to stress the fact, Frieza Super, Frieza Super. This is very clearly we're gonna have a Z Frieza. So boom, we just add Frieza here. His first form, his second form, his third form, and his 100% full power form. Given the fact that we do see buff Trunks and Roshi, so it's only fair, and he's one of the big villains here. Um, the same thing for Cell. Again, another character. Like look what he said. Where's actually Cell here? Like if like Cell was just coming in by himself, they would have not put Perfect Form under him. They would have not done that. They would have, that gives us the implication that we are gonna see his other forms as well. So, yeah. So imperfect form, and also super perfect form. There's definitely a lot of source material they can do. Wait, I mean we've seen it already. Come on, this is Cell we're talking about. um, and who else? Who did Cell fight? Who did Cell fight? Yeah, yeah. What? Yeah. Who else? Yeah, not future Gohan, Super Teen Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, whatever. And you cannot have Super Saiyan 2 Gohan without Cell kicking Android 16 in his head. So, boom, chakalaka. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Chain reaction, guys. Chain reaction. Okay. Now I think this is probably the spot where you kind of start to include kind of the BT characters. I do think that Evil Boo will probably easily show up as a playable character. Again, he is another variant of the villain. He was only short, but I do think that he definitely warrants a lot of material to become his own playable character, and he was included in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. So that I feel like that kind of solidifies his position. So, and I think if they do Evil Boo, they can probably do the same thing for Frieza here. So where's Frieza? Mecha Frieza. King Cold as well. Yeah, cause where's King Cold? Yep, right here. Yeah, King Cold. You could definitely do a lot with him as well, cause his sword attack. Cause he did use like Trunks' sword for a while, so they can obviously come up with a lot of stuff with him for that. Um, who else is my missing? Oh yeah, Cell Juniors. If we do see Cyberman, we're obviously gonna see the Cell Juniors as well. And again, keep in mind this game is gonna have a story mode, so they're gonna adapt these events. I mean, obviously Super is gonna have the bigger focus, but it wouldn't be a far assumption to like it would be a fair educated guess to assume that the other previous sagas will have their own adaptations, probably like a rushed way, but I feel like they're gonna keep like the main events in line, and all these characters definitely are very important in their own right here. Also, given the fact that we see Kel and Caulifla here, that also gives us the implication we're gonna see Kaba as well. So I'll put in Kaba here, Super Saiyan Kaba. If they're gonna have Super Saiyan 2, and they also have Kefla as well, it's only fair that Kaba also has Super Saiyan 2. Um, let me see, let me put Kaba. Let me see abilities. Super Saiyan. Yep. I mean, there are some visual differences they can definitely, but I highly doubt they're gonna go the extra mile. But yeah, this is actually a ton of moves they can definitely come up with. Yeah, I can easily see him as having his own transformation to Super Saiyan 2. I can easily see that. Um, Okay. Oh yeah, also Frost as well. Um, No, Frost is another situation where I'm kind of like very unsure how are they gonna kind of handle this guy because he has a lot of transformations. He has a lot, you know. He has this first form. His this doesn't count because this is gonna go to manga territory, so they're not gonna bother it. And his third form here, and then his final form. He does have also this one. I think that this one is probably the safest bet they're gonna do. Um, but let me look at his moves, like what he has known so far. I mean, all of this is mostly the ones he has used in his like final form. Not really too much in his other form. So, um, oh yeah, yeah. It says here Chaos Way is talking about his first form. I'm gonna play it safe. You know, I'm gonna play it safe. I'm just gonna put his full power form right here. I'm gonna play it safe. All right. Because like this isn't like because the thing about Xenoverse, right, is that the reason like Xenoverse you can have a character like, for example, Goku. You can go from Goku from Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan 3. It will have the same moveset all across the board. But the way the Budokai Tenkaichi 3 games they handle the characters, each character like has their own individual movesets. They have their own combos and transformations and all that. They all have their own dedicated ultimate attacks as well. And it's like, do I see that with Frost? Like his other forms, like his first two forms? I don't have that much. I mean, if you want to argue, then feel free to leave a comment below. But I just like, again, they're gonna be cutting corners. You know, whatever these two did, they're gonna put it for this guy, and then whatever extra for his 100% full power form. But I think he will get an extra form simply because the other Universe 6 characters they have forms. So you know, I feel like it's only fair. I do think that Automagetta and Winnie the Pooh would also be playable characters. Again, you know, assuming that the story mode, like just taking that into account, that for sure will be there. Actually, these two could have like a team attack actually, because we saw in the trailers these two Geese and Birder they did like a team attack combo. They can easily do it with this guys. It could actually work out pretty well, and it was in the Tournament of Power too. So um, but yeah. Yeah, I do think that Champa and Vados as well will be playable characters. And the fact that they made Beerus and Whis does give me the implication these two will also be there. I do think that Bellman and where's let me actually find the God of Destructions. Because out of all the God of Destructions besides Beerus and Champa, I think that Bellman has probably the best. As honestly, actually, they could make a whole DLC about this guys. Like if they're gonna just include Champa and Beerus in the launch game, but make the rest DLC. I mean that could actually work out pretty well. That could actually be pretty interesting. And again, they can come up with a lot of like original stuff here. I mean they have heroes as a reference, but they can do a lot. You know, they can do a lot. Okay, okie dokie. Um, okay, let me see. What other character? Oh yeah, Jocko will also be a playable character. I hate Jocko, but we gotta. It's just kind of if you're being realistic here, he's definitely gonna be a playable character. Um, I don't know if they're gonna go the extra mile of doing another base Vegito. Again, Vegito, I feel like it's rather just put in all the resources to like his Super Saiyan and the Super Saiyan Blue form, because like two base Vegitos, I don't see that. I don't see that. Um, and Super Saiyan 2 Trunks. That Trunks is like one like you can definitely there's definitely a lot of like source material you can make, but I don't really have any confidence. I don't really have any confidence whether um they're gonna go like the extra mile and try to do some stuff. So let me see. Let me actually pull it up right here. Like yeah. This is clearly him and Super Saiyan 2. Like we see, I know the manga in the anime, he has turned into Super Saiyan 2. In Xenoverse, they call his form Super Saiyan 2, even though it looks like a Super Saiyan. And he has a lot of moves they can do. Again, I do think that he should get a Super Saiyan 2 form, but I feel like to keep it back, I just don't think they're gonna go for it, because like in the like this one typically like in this was also in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot as well. Let me actually pull it up here. DBZ Kakarot, Super Saiyan 2 Trunks. Like they could easily just take the source material from this one, but it's like I don't know if we're gonna see like a Trunks variant, sword variant, just without the sword. I don't know if they're gonna do that, and I don't think they're gonna do it for Trunks here because they're probably gonna journalize it and cut corners and just put whatever he did in as a Super Saiyan 2 and put it for a Super Saiyan form, and then obviously for the Rage form as well, which is definitely gonna have a lot of original moves like Final Sword of Hope. So that's the reason why I don't see Super Saiyan 2. As much as I would love to be him in the game, I just don't see it. I don't see it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Super Ribrian. Let me actually pull her up here. Let me pull it up. I don't think they're gonna do her human forms. They're not gonna bother with doing that. There's not really much they can say. I mean, are they really gonna use this and just like come up with something completely original? Like I don't see that with her. It's like why bother? So the way I see it, this is gonna be a power up. I think this one as well has potential as a playable character, but again, I'm very hesitant. I am very hesitant in adding it, but So yeah, I added her in the skins and power up section. Um, what other character? Oh yeah, Ani Laza. Yes, Ani, like the other giant character from DBS. Is definitely gonna be Ani Laza. Definitely for sure. They're gonna keep him standalone. They're not gonna bother doing his fusies like the little robot machines. Let me actually pull it up here. Achievement of power. So you guys know what I'm talking about. Cause I'd rather just show you guys what I'm referring to. Cause yeah, like he's a fusion of like these like the robots, and then I think whatever robots there are, like these three robots here, and then the scientist. Again, I don't think they're gonna bother doing this. I think they're just gonna give us a standalone Anilaza. They did the same thing in Dragon Ball Hero, so it's only a fair prediction to say. Also another character I do want to bring up. I do feel like Ganos could potentially be a playable character. The reason why I bring that up is again, this is Master Roshi. I think of the characters that they have fought against and they're associated with, and also like what the potential they have. Because this guy, I feel like he has like a pretty marketable design. Um, he also has a transformation on top of it. But you gotta remember, like that whole fight he did, like the Master Roshi, like that Kamehameha he did, like at the end before, like he kind of knocked himself out. That could easily be his ultimate move or something. Um, and I think to make it fair, right? If again take into account the story mode and the adaptation, I think, yeah, I think, yeah, I do firmly believe that this guy definitely cements himself to be a playable character just because of that reason alone. Yeah, I do think his bird form as well will probably be there, definitely for sure. Oh yeah, cannot forget. Given the fact that we do see DBS Broly, we are definitely gonna see Gogeta as well. So, Super Saiyan Gogeta and then Super Saiyan Blue. I think I'm definitely thinking Chilai could also be a playable character. I know for example, let me just see. I would just look at her moves for example. Let me see. Because I know for example, like in Heroes and Legends, she has like a couple cards here and there. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think she has potential, and I mean, we do have characters like Mr. Saiyan, but a gun type character, because I cannot see Future in my as a playable character, but her, I feel like you can make an exception because her gun. I get like I look at the same situation as Jocko here because we have seen in Xenoverse 2 like the way they handle him as a character. Um, I think they could probably do the same thing for her. But again, I'm gonna hold it off for now and just see how the roster goes. Okay, now let me actually just gonna go back. So going back to Dragon Ball Z and looking into the roster. So let me see. Yeah, I definitely do think Jariobi will be a playable character. I think there's definitely enough source material you can, and again, um, you have to take in mind that for some characters like obviously Jairobi as well, Tien Shinhan, Jamcha, and Krillin, they're probably only gonna have one variant, so they're probably gonna combine elements from like original Dragon Ball and also just Dragon Ball Z overall, And also, I think another reason Gyro could also potentially be a playable character is simply because of his future variant. I could. Oh my god, I hate when this happens. I hate when this happens. Like I'm in the middle of a video. Let me see, because I could see this as like an alternate costume for Jararobi. I could very easily see that. Easily see that. But yeah, let me see his moves. Yeah, yeah, they definitely have a lot. They could definitely do a lot here. They can definitely do a lot. And so yeah, that definitely cements his position being there. And if they can add in Jairobi, they can definitely do Chiatsu. For Frieza Saga, I could definitely easily see Nell. You know, you gotta have a little bit of that making representation. Now, you may be wondering why didn't I add two Piccolos? Well, the simple reason is simply because if I look at the trailers, for example, it does not seem that Piccolo, at least Z Piccolo, would have like another variant. Again, the indication that you can know if a character is gonna have a variant or not is just given the indication of their names next to it. Like Android 17 Super, that gives the implication that we will see like a Z variant. But the fact that Android 18, like there's no like Z next to her name, I mean, you see what I mean. You see what I'm trying to say. I do think we'll see a second Piccolo, obviously for superhero. But again, I'm just gonna let me look at the roster first and see how it's like. So yeah, I think just to keep it fair, let's put a Nell here there. Um, Definitely Zarban and Dodoria will show up, so that's also another no-brainer. Um, Let me add in Dodoria here. Um, okay. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely Android 19 and 20. I can easily see them. Where's where are the androids? Yeah, right here. You gotta have them for that bang bag attack scene, and obviously Dr. Jaro. Him as so he's actually one of the most important characters. He's responsible for all the androids here. Actually, let me look at Sui's potential. Let me just look at his Let me look at his moves. I think he definitely cements himself to be a playable character as well. Oh yeah, that Lord Frieza attack. Yeah, and also like what's it like the dirty fireworks scene. Yeah, yeah. I think he definitely cements himself to be a playable character. So let me add him here. I'm gonna hold off on the minions. Obviously, I think we can make a fair agreement that I'd rather see other characters like B tier characters be added instead of like these gooners here. Goons. I'm sorry if I keep saying. I don't know why I said that word. Okay. Again, these are also lackeys. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't think I don't think we will see Bobby as a character. The reason why I don't see Bobby, despite him, clearly being in where is Bobby? Clearly being here is that he's not a character that does like a lot of like active stuff in there, like because his moveset pretty much just derives some like assists from other characters. Let me actually pull it up here. Abilities like it's just like just mostly just magic and stuff like that. It's like yeah, I mean it's just I don't see it. And like literally just look at the moves he did like Buden like in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Like most of his moves he just summons people for and just do his own bidding. Yeah, you could probably do something with him. Yeah, granted that, but I just don't see him having like a whole cohesive move set, you know. I just don't see it, you know. I just don't see it. But yeah. Monaka has potential to be another. He could be like the modern day Mr. Saiyan. Actually, let me pull up Monaka here. Let's look at his source material so far. Not to say they can do anything original. They will definitely will. I'm just looking at it. Oh yeah, this guy has nothing at all. This guy legit has nothing. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. But yeah. I do. Now that net mechanics, I'm actually not so sure. But actually, this guy, what's his name? Let me pull it up. Tournament of Power. He was in Universe 3. Oh yeah, yeah. He's yeah, Kato Kato Pesra, yeah. So the reason why I think that he will be a playable character is just hear me out, right? Just hear me out, right? Um, I go to his abilities, go to his transformations. Do we not just have a trailer about power versus speed? You know, and what does he do? He has this gimmick where he have an ability where you become faster, another one you become stronger, and obviously he has one that just becomes just both the ultimate form. Um, I do think that this guy really is ideal as a playable character. Just looking at the potential he has, and again, I do think that if they want to have a little bit of a diversity when it comes to the roster, because again, like the Konkuza, for example, I feel like characters like him could definitely easily make it, and I think like I mean, yeah, there's nothing crazy right now, but I feel like he has potential. I think he has potential in being a playable character. Like we could definitely easily see this as kind of a like a power, like rolling a dice or something. I could easily see that happening. So yeah, let me just put this guy right. Where's Let me put him right here, and then his other forms they will just be kind of power ups. So kind of a randomizer specific you know, I don't know how to think, but you're gonna see them regardless. Okay, okay. Now I'm contemplating on. Actually, let's look at the trailer. Let's look at the roster so far. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 rows. And then let me pull up my handy calculator right now. So we have times 10. Then we do the little bit count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that will be plus 12. That's 154. So that we have like 12 slots left. Yeah, we have 12 slots left. Okay. Okay. Now, you may be wondering why I have not added OG Dragon Ball. Again, the reason why I have not added OG Dragon Ball yet is because just judging how they handle this kind of particular set. But I do think that given that we do see Master Roshi clearly in two outfits, I do feel like it cements the idea that we are going to see at least some. It would just feel weird, kind of weird, just feel kind of weird. But at the very bare bones minimum, bare bones minimum, we're going to see Kid Goku and also Demon King Piccolo. Because yeah, even like looking back on it, like yeah, their representation was kind of iffy. Actually, is Android 8 here? Where is Android 8? Yeah, I do think that Android 8 definitely has a shot as well. Android 8. Let me put him there for now. Let me just put him there for now. Okay. Yeah, Master Shin would easily just be a scan. Now, Aurel is one that I'm actually could go either way. I don't if she's not in the game, it's easily just gonna be like that little Sandland character. I think his name is Beelzebub. Let me find him. Sandland. This guy right here. I feel like we're going to see that. I feel like we're going to see him in the game. It's either gonna be him or it could be both. We don't know, but it's either gonna be one of these two. But I'm not gonna add them in the roster. Just focusing specifically on Dragon Ball characters. So we're like what now? Like 10 slots left, I think. Okay. Now I feel like this is the part where we kind of have to go all the way up to interpretation. All the way up to interpretation. Again, they could easily add in more characters. They could easily add in more characters from other universe. Like maybe I think like out of like universe 10, I think this guy has some potential in there. I don't think they're gonna do for Gohan. I don't think. I feel like this is probably just gonna become a skin for either superhero Gohan or just adult Gohan. It can go either direct. Actually, I think it would make more sense for adult Gohan actually, because Super Saiyan 2 is in there. So Um, but I think this is kind of like a solidified understanding of what are the characters we can see. Um, hmm. So where are we at right now? Okay. Do I think they're gonna add Great Apes in the game? I think that they should because there's no way we're only gonna get just one Great Ape. That is just an impossible thing for me to believe. So actually, let me just see. If we do presume that idea, then it will be Raditz, and then it'll be Nappa. And then obviously another character that will make sense for this will be Bardock. And obviously Bardock, he would have his where's Bardock Super Saiyan? Oh yeah, right here. Okay. So let's see, this is Ross. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we do the calculations. 11 times 4 does 154. 154 plus 6. So we will have 4 slots left. I get this one as I'm actually very unsure with Bardock. The reason why I'm very unsure with Bardock is because of characters like, for Fasha. And if we do have to include Fasha here, because like, let me see how many slots we will have left. We'll have 4. And I do think that King Vegeta would also have to show up as well because, DBS Broly, and he was definitely there. So actually, yeah, this could easily just will be complete. But the problem is that I have a very contemplation. It's like what about for characters like Dragon Ball Z Gogeta or Z Broly? Again, realistically speaking, worst case scenario, they'll probably be DLC. To be, and I feel like if we do include these movie characters, it's like what about for other movie characters? Like for example, Cooler, Meta Cooler, Turles, Lord Slug, Galley Jr., Willow, Android 13. It's like it will feel kind of weird to just kind of single out. And also the problem with Cooler, right, is that you have to take into account with his goons as well. I like guys like be realistic. If they're going to sell, let's just Cooler aside, do you think that people are gonna buy a DLC pack with just the goons alone, like the Salza, Naze, and Door? Like, I don't see them. The only way I can see them happening as DLC is if Cooler is also in the pack as well. So that is why I kind of don't feel like adding Cooler, and that's why I don't feel like adding the other, movie characters from Dragon Ball Z. That is the issue. Tarbo, on the other hand, let me just look at Tarbo. I was actually very hesitant on adding Tarbo simply because like he doesn't really have much going for him. Like yeah, most of his abilities is just simply like it's just stuff that we already have seen with Vegeta, but he was also a playable character for Raging Blast too. So who am I to say, right? Who am I to say? So and obviously the reason why I have not added superhero is just because it's a lot. It is a lot of characters. At bare bones minimum, Gohan all the way to Beast, Piccolo all the way to Orange, maybe also Giant Orange Piccolo, Gamma 1 and 2, and then Cell Max. But this one is really up for interpretation. Let's see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add a free slot. This free slot, we can use that for an argument case. So this can go interchangeably. So I know damn well for a fact. Let's just say they don't add in Bardock. Let's say they sell Bardock later and they want us to put him in a DLC with Fasha. Again, you guys, we have to take into account modern games nowadays. They all have DLC. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. I like it's pretty obvious. So let's just put these guys in the free slot right there. Boom. Then we just add in another free slot and just kind of look into the other remaining spots. Let's say they do add in the Z variants for Broly, Gogeta. If this guy's gonna show up, is obviously this one's gonna be a scan. Where's Broly? Yeah, Broly's right here. Then this let Super Saiyan C type. Uh, then it's Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Then it's gonna be oh yeah, his other form. This just will easily be just another skin variant. Uh, given we see giant characters, and then it could be here, And I believe I'm missing one person. Who am I missing actually? Oh yeah, Gogeta. Actually, yeah. I mean, this can actually go either way. This can go either way. Like in one hand, we could see the Z variants for Gogeta and Broly, and also the characters they're associated with. Because again, I would like to to use that rule specifically. And do we seriously see these two guys coming here? I mean, you know what? Let's do another one, right? Let's say they don't want to do like movie characters or specials. Let's say they want to stick to the canon, right? So they do another free tier. So boom. Let's say Android 8. Let's say Top High. Top High Cyber Tile. Top. I think General Blue. Hmm. Let me see. I mean, I just don't know about this Universe 6. Let me just look at their. Let me look at their movesets. I have to be sure. Because I think is they're mostly they're just kind of as a duel. I mean, yeah, this is just this is just some generic stuff like Energy Blade. Anybody can do that. Demon Hand. This is stuff that you can just add into Piccolo. I mean, Piccolo has already done. It's like I'm not so sure. I'm hmm. Where's where's the this guy? Yeah, like we literally saw in the last trailer, Piccolo was using a mouth blast. It's like I'm not against your rule of adding them. It's like I'm just like very unsure. I'm just very unsure. So let's see a free slot. Let's go. Let's say they do include those characters. So we add him there. We add him here. Kazuo I can definitely see as a playable character. Let's say they do add in Giant Ribrianne. Um, who else am I missing? Who else am I missing? I mean, yeah, you could say Chilai. Yeah, you could say that. Then I think you could say. I think let's say Supreme Kai. I think he has a chance. Um, and I guess Povich should make it more diverse. Again, this is really up for debate. Let's say like for Universe like the other Universe arcs, let's say worst case scenario, they only focus on Universe 11, Universe 6, and Universe 2 with the love care, and obviously Universe 9. Um, it's up for interpretation. But regardless, I do think that we do have a strong understanding of who will be in the roster. I'm personally, I mean, this to be too completely honest, I will be completely fine with this. I know. Keep in mind with DLC on the way, I will be completely fine if this was the launch roster. Cause guys, look how many DLCs freaking Xenoverse has had, yo. Like we're literally, like let me see, let me look, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Like yo, like we have like so much. We have like look how many characters. Look at this. Look at this. Cause look, Xenoverse 2 came out right. It came out in 2016. This was like the beginning of the Trunks arc, and but the last DLC they were including superhero. I could also like another thing I could also see the game have. I could also see manga characters as well during the game's lifespan. If this game is gonna last like around 10 years, I could easily see manga characters being added in there, like Ultra Ego Goku. I mean not Ultra Vegeta, Granola, Moro, Super Saiyan Goku Black if they even want to consider going that far. I mean, where is actually the manga characters? They were right here somewhere. They were right. Oh yeah, like right here. Like and yeah, like I could easily see them showing up. But again, at best case scenario, ideal like best case scenario, best of all odds, at during the game's final years. That's when I'll see manga characters. But till then, I mean, we can only refer to like the main canon. And again, GT as well. You may have noticed I have not brought them up as well, because again, it would just be too much to fill. Like let's go ballpark right now. Let's go ballpark. It would just be Goku, at worst case scenario, right? If they are going to show up at lunch, they're probably, let's say that Gogeta. Let's just say the baby. I mean, like you see what I mean? It's just gonna be a lot. It's just gonna be a lot. It's just like I just don't see. I mean, you could fit in, like, let's say you wanna take out Jairobe or or OG Dragon Ball, but I don't see them doing that. I feel like it would just be better off, because the thing is, like, if they do cut corners for GT, do you see people buying DLC for Oshina Shenron or Metarildo? I mean, Goten, you could make an argument, but again, I just don't see that, right? That's like, you have to use the rule of association and the characters they have fought with. That is the reason why I don't see GT coming up for launch. They clearly made notion of it, but again, but yeah, let me actually go complete. Let me actually go complete the list. If I'm gonna be honest, I feel like the best case scenario, right? Add in Broly, the Z variants, because again, I feel like this one actually will make the most sense. This one it's just, to me, this one just makes the most sense to me. But I could either see them or these two. It can go interchange, or if they want to add in Frieza Soldier 73. I mean, who the hell knows? I know there's gonna be at least one character that they're probably gonna add that people will be like, oh, that could resources could have gone for somebody better or something. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this tier list. I'm not no prediction, because I really want to do like a traditional video, but I feel like this was the easiest one for me. I'll actually leave a link down below if you want to make your own predictions. But I feel like just looking at this, like, just like just a couple stretches, I feel like we do have like a solid understanding of who showing up, and I think this is pretty much expected. I mean, just focusing specifically on just like the main continuity, just OG Dragon Ball, a little bit of it, because we only have, you know, Kid Goku and Demon King Piccolo. Saiyan Saga is kind of faithful. Cell Saga is also faithful. Like, yeah, Cell Saga, yeah, it's pretty much faithful. I mean, besides the goons. Battle of Gods already covered. I don't think anybody cares about these guys. Nonaka maybe, but I don't know. Trunks arc, again, this can go either or direction, but I think Trunks arc is pretty much already fulfilled. Terminator Power, again, we do not know. It can go either direction. We could probably see other characters showing up. Like, let me just pull it up here. Like, what if they go the extra mile and add in, like, I feel like this guy has potential. I feel like, let me see, where's the this guy has potential. Let me see, and I think this guy has potential. Like, again, if they can go, and again, we don't know. They can easily change it. They can go beyond our expectation. But I feel like just predicting and just looking at the characters, using like the method of calculations, and just the rule, just again use the rule of association and the characters they fought with, then I just feel like this is a reasonable and a fair, educated guess of who we could see in the roster. And again, expect expect to see lots of DLCs for mostly GT. Superheroes definitely gonna be DLC. The Z movies as well gonna be DLC. Like, these are obviously gonna be the main DLCs. I don't see them doing DLC for characters like Kibito Kai. I mean Kibito Kai was relevant GT, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this ranking. Feel free to take a screenshot and, like, just compare with because I know that some characters here are probably gonna be cut, but not too much actually. But let me know what you guys think of this prediction tier list. Let me know if you guys are excited for Sparking Zero. Let me know your predictions, stuff that you want to see. My one thing I want to see return, like, really, I hope it returns. I do want to see fusions come back, like the traditional version of it. Like, let's say you have Goku Black and Zamasu on your team, you can have the ability to fuse in battle. Like, I want to see that. That's like my dream. I want to do the same thing to, Kellen Khalifa and to Kefla. Like, I want to see that happening. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Let me know if you disagree or agree. And stay shining, guys. Till then, bye.